Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome to episode 30 of our Enigmatica 6 Let's Play. Wow, 30 episodes. That's quite a lot. Not that I'm surprised that we went 30 episodes, but they went pretty fast, I'd say. Anyway, where today we are going to begin working with our bees. So I took all of our bees and I dumped them out into a chest out here just so that we have them all. I did end up going and getting the nickel bee, so we don't have to worry about that one anymore. But yeah, we need to work on our bees. Now, I believe there's going to be a ton of those. If you didn't get enough from it last episode, I'm so sorry because it's happening again. Let's go ahead and make the mega torch here real quick. Let's just make like, how many diamonds do we have? How many diamonds do we have? Because I don't want to, like, burn through them all, but let's make like, so we have our house, we can go like 2, 4, 6, 8. So let's do 4. And we're gonna have diamond bees here soon, so let's just like go, I just want to put it down like here. That's a big boy torch, but I don't want any mobs spawning. Now, as far as I know, actually, I was gonna say, I wonder if this interferes with mob spawners, but from what I understand, it does not interfere with mob spawners. It is specifically coded to not interfere with mob spawners. So we can put these here. Eventually, we'll probably get the astral, I just think it's the Lucerna ritual going. That way we don't have to, have these unsightly torches sitting out there that you kind of can't see it from here. But let's just put these out around our base. Not measuring or anything, just throwing them out random. They cover, like I said, I think it's 64 blocks unless Enigmatica has changed the config. So they're just out there. We'll see how that works tonight and see how we're doing on our mob spawning. But for now, we need to get into our bee room. So a little bit of research and everything, our design for the bee rooms and how we're going to set this up. Let's check and see if there is quests on bees, Resourceful Bees. There is. So we got a book. Oh, look, and the quest actually gave us 8 empty bee jars. Kind of didn't need it, but hey. Okay, so Resourceful Bees is a new take on resource generation utilizing one of the latest entities introduced to Minecraft, our buzzy little friends, the bees. And they were introduced in 1.15, I think. Maybe I think it's 1.15. Maybe 1.14. One of the two. I always forget. Anyway, this questline should help explain some of the basics of proper beekeeping, mutations, resources, extraction, and tiers of bees and their hives. So we have honeycombs, we have vanilla bee mechanics, and we have beehives. So if we pick this up, we'll get some quest stuff. But what we need is to click this. While bee breeding is as simple as providing the necessary breeding items to the bees, to become a seasoned apiarist, you should learn how to encourage mutations in your bees at a genetic level. Did not know that. You can mutate your bees. We are going to go ahead and read through all of this, but let's start with tier 1 bees. So they spawn naturally in the world and are the building bees for other kind of bees. JEI displays whether they spawn naturally or not, which we found out because we collected all of the bees. So, man, there's a lot of just like experienced ones. I'm not gonna sit here and read all this stuff to you guys because I'm sure you don't want to watch me do that, but I am gonna collect all of this experience here. And then as needed, we can come back and reference all of these things. But I want to get to the point where, like, oh, if I pick up a beehive, for example, I get the quest. So if we pick up this nest, whoop, should complete the quest, yes. And we get a bunch of free stuff, and I like free stuff. Okay, so now this is where the progression is going to begin. We need to collect the tier 1 beehive and get all the way through. Now, as far as I know, a tier 4 beehive, this requires honeycomb blocks. And, oh, okay. Oh, you know what it is? It's because I thought it's the apiaries. The apiary requires nether stars. That's what it is. And the difference between an apiary and a beehive is that they do things. They can house 9 unique bees, as well as providing a safe environment for the buzzy friends to thrive and produce resources. The higher the tier of the apiary, the more and faster it will produce for you. Good to know. They can also house 2 other functional blocks, the apiary storage and the apiary breeder, as part of its structure. Please refer to the respective quest section for more information. What is a tier 1 apiary consist of? Not that. Stop that. It consists of a tier 4 beehive and then honey blocks. So we'll have to progress through this by actually creating the tier 1 beehive, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, and then get to the apiaries. But the apiary storage is nice because it'll automatically, your stuff that you extract gets put into it, as well as the breeder. You can just put 2 bees into the breeder and give them their respective blocks and they will automatically breed. But that's a little bit ahead of schedule here. So let's fill this guy up, get all this experience out of our hotbar. Put all this stuff away, kind of clean up a little bit. Are we hungry? We are. Let's eat a cookie. And we got a new heart for that, so I'll take it. Design of our bee breeding areas. So from what I understand, we want to set up some areas by clearing all of this out. So let's get our Horn of the Wild and just clear all of this. So basey. Make a massive mess of our inventory is what all this does. There are so many seeds that it's kind of crazy. I just want to pick them all up so that they're following me. You know, my magnet's grabbing all of these seeds. Look at that mess that is with us. Grab all these. The more items do we have? Does that use more mana? I know it does RF. Our magnet would have quit on us already. This is a lot of items for it to have to pull. Yeah, let's just grab all this too. Oh, it looks like our Kenaf unplanted itself. Interesting. Let's just go over here and dump all this. I don't care. We're going to get rid of all of it. We have so many seeds for pretty much everything. I'm not going to be concerned. Thank God I didn't accidentally dump something I wanted, though. That would have sucked. Anyway, let's set up some bee areas. So what we're gonna want is I think we're gonna want some glass. So let's get some glass, and let's go ahead and get some more glass. Let's just go ahead and start cooking a stack. We're gonna want some wood. We're gonna want some doors. Was there a glass door? Like a transparent door, like door glass. I want like a door with a window. There is a regular glass door. Okay. And this is just that's a dark oak, jungle oak. What about like you? What do you look like? Question is, if I put it down and then I break it, do I get it back? No. Or yes, I do. Oh, I was gonna go to sleep, but we want to see how our mega torches are working. So, okay, so from what I understand, let's see if the quest book's gonna tell us, because there is a specific space area that they need in order to run or operate, or I mean, I guess we could say run or operate. They are bees. They're doing their work. They're doing their job. The higher the tier the beehive is, the more bees they can house, the faster it'll run, the more it produce. Beehives allow the production of modded honeycombs, which can further be processed for resources. Okay, so it does not tell me. And our mega torches seem to be working fairly decently for our immediate vicinity, don't they? Like, I don't have any mobs in my immediate area that are of concern. They're all like in those areas. Mega torches for the win. I'll take them. I may want to bury them so I don't have to look at them, and then I just know that they're out there, but we can sit out here at night and not have to worry about mob spawning. I'm not going to complain. A little bit too far out of the way. Okay, so let's get our glass that I made. I should make like a let's get a, it's a stone cutter is the thing, right? Let's get a stone cutter because I believe we can cut this glass. And where do I want to put this? We kind of have this corner available to us. If I put the glass in here, yeah, we have different kinds of glass we can make. Framed glass. Let's just make a couple of those. Do those have like connected textures? I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Okay, let's do framed glass. Good. And then let's set these up. See, there's a couple mobs there, so maybe in the corners. I'm still gonna sleep through the night, then we don't have to worry about it. But at least in our immediate vicinity, we're not, we're not gonna get attacked. It also looks like if mobs, they can walk into the area and get through the mega torch, which makes sense. But at least they're not like, surrounding my house anymore. Anyway, so I'm trying to remember. I'm not stalling, I promise. I'm just trying to remember exactly how this needs to be laid out. So we can either do it all glass or we can throw some wood accents in there. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the wood accents. So let's do like a wood base. So if I remember correctly, it needs to be a... Is it a 5x5? For each area? That might be what we just go with because I can't remember 100%. So let's just do a 5x5. Why you? Why you? Just that's all. That's all I have. Why you? Because the problem with the bees is that you don't want them to like see the other bee areas because they will start like trying to go to their flowers and then their pathing gets all messed up and then yeah, it's just not a pleasant time. So we have that. Let's get some stairs so we can get up into this thing. Just a hair too far. I have ender pearls. I could make the range cards actually if I wanted to. I can add that to our to-dos. We have the range. Where are they at? Not you. I need the refined storage range upgrades. Yes. That just requires some ender pearls and some upgrades. Now, if I remember correctly, there is the infinite range. Infinity range booster. Yes. That just requires the nether star and the netherite ingots are the restrictive. But then you have infinite range. So that is something that we can keep in mind for the future. But for these, we'll look into getting those range upgrades. So let's put some stairs here, try and make this guy look nice. So what we do is we walk up, and we have our bees, and I just realized that this area needs to be grass. So let's just go ahead and, undo everything we just did. We're going to have the center be dirt. And I need grass. Will this grow grass if these are near? Don't I got something with silk touch, didn't I? Let's pick up one of those glass blocks. I thought I got silk touch. I did not. I just don't know if that's going to turn into grass because it's technically not. I mean, there's grass. There was grass below it, but there's not any here. I don't even know if it needs to be grass. Well, we'll find out. I know we do need a campfire. That's for sure. We're going to need a campfire so we can keep our bees all happy so that they're not all trying to eat us and attack us and kill us. So we're going to set a campfire down right here. And then we can set our beehive. Not that I don't like that beehive, but I'd like to... Oh, I have to use one of their beehives for now. One of the random ones that you find. Max honeycomb 0. These are tier 0. You have to use these to start, at least. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a piece of dirt here, here. We can have our beehive there. And then to automate this, man, I watched a video on how to do this and now I can't remember. I only watched it like 3 days ago, so to automate this, it's like a standard automation. I need a dispenser, but does the dispenser go below? No, the dispenser should go here so that it can use the scoop or the shears on the back of that. Or does it have to be below? I'll be right back. Okay. All right. I think I got it. So we need a dispenser. Do we have an easy recipe for the dispenser? We do. Just need a bow. Bam. And we need a dispenser to face the beehive, so we may have to break this guy. And we're going to have to do it like, I need it to face up. I don't want to break that. Hey, nabbit. Hey, got it. Okay. So we're going to put that there, and we're going to put the nest here. So this should still smoke the nest, except it's facing the wrong direction. Let's go on this side. You want the eyes, I'm going to say eyes, with the holes of the bee's nest to face up. Okay, so we have a dispenser, and then we're going to want, the video says shears, so we'll see if shears work. Otherwise, there is the scoop from this mod that also should work. Right? Or no, scraper. Right click on tiered beehives to collect honeycombs. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see which one works best. So we put this here, and that's going to automate that. And then what we want to do is just have any block here. So let's put, let's see, we're going to have oak logs as the base. Let's get some planks. How about that? We'll get some oak planks, and we'll set up some, you know, nice looking planks. I keep forgetting I can fly, so I'm like jumping much higher than I usually do when, you know, you place blocks. It's throwing me off. Okay, so that is there, and look, grass is not growing, so we're gonna have to figure out how to make that look pretty. I'm gonna have to silk touch some of this grass, but and then we can put a plank here, and then we're gonna need a comparator and 2 repeaters. And forgive me for my vanilla knowledge, but from what I understand, this is a fairly standard vanilla setup for automating stuff, like checking things to see if they're full or if they're emitting a redstone signal, and then you know, setting them up. So what do we need? We need a repeater, and we need 2 of those. I still by habit hold control when I am making these things, and it is unnecessary. Okay, so then we want to go out. What is it? So we have this here. We want to go out 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to have this here. And then we are going to have the comparator is going to go here, so it can see if that is full. And I need it to be the other way. Nope. Nope. Yep. Okay. So there's the comparator. And then we're going to have this run over to here. Bam. We're going to have redstone. We're going to have repeaters. We're going to go to sleep. And yeah, let's go to sleep real quick, and then we will see how to set this up. I'll be right back because I'm going to continue watching this video that I'm watching to see exactly, make sure we're doing this. Okay, I think I got it. By George, I think I got it. So we put this not there, we put this there, and we put this here. Bam. And we're just going to, you know, put a little bit of redstone. Bam. So in theory, what should happen with this is that when this is full and ready to be scooped, this should trigger and it'll activate all of this, boop, 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 and trigger the dispenser to drop everything. Then we're going to need to set up something to collect all of those, or we can use like an ender hopper or something like that. So then let's just make this look, you know, nice and pretty with our framed glass. We can, you know, go 2, 3, 2, 2, 2. And we're obviously going to need to put like a roof on this. And it'll probably be a glass roof, you know. You can do like a nice looking glass roof. That is not where I wanted that door. Does it really matter? Yeah, it kind of does. It doesn't look the greatest there. I want the door there. There we go. So we put that there. We fill this in with the glass. I really do need to get silk touch so that if I need to break this glass, I can. Fill the rest of this gap in. That can go there. And then we can just, I don't know if this needs a gap above it, so let's just go up one more with our planks. Actually, these should be logs because of the logs down below, just for symmetry, you know. Let's do logs. I hope all this works, because I have to replicate this for every bee that we have. Not necessarily 100% like the exact same, but nice. Luckily, I can use my copy paste gadget that I made to actually do it, but still, this is taking quite a while, and this is just for our first bee. But hey, you know what? If it automates all this stuff and we get what we need going, I'll be happy with it. Okay, let's go ahead. We need silk touch. Do I have an exchanging gadget? Did I make an exchanging gadget yet? I did not. Let's go ahead and do that, because this is an easy way to get silk touch. Because the only enchant that this accepts is silk touch. Oh, and apparently soulbound, but close enough. So let's just get ourselves, what was that, 20 levels? So we can just grab those real quick, put silk touch on this guy. Now he's enchanted. Also holding 5, might as well since we're here. And it's actually there. Now we have holding 5. This thing can store 35,000 experience, which is way more than what we need right now. Okay, so exchanging gadget is cool because it can exchange a block for any other block. So if I say I want that, and I can exchange that for dirt. And then I want that, I can exchange all of these for grass blocks. And since I put silk touch on there, it actually just picks them up. Shabam. Nifty little trick if you didn't know. So let's put this away. And now that is a beehive. How many bees can this hive hold? 2. So let's grab 2 of our bees and see what we need to do. So first off, let's grab our, let's do a coal bee and a, ideally we would have one, excuse me, something was stuck in my throat. Ideally we would have one of these for each bee, and each one of these would, you know, once we get to the max tier, we would have 9 bees in each one producing our resources. That would be a very large area though, and a lot of bees. So for now, we're just gonna set up with, you know, what we can, which is gonna be like, we'll put a coal bee and let's do the iron bee. Oh, and I have 2 iron bees. You know what? So let's just do iron bees. This will be our iron bee station. So let's look up Iron bee. What does the iron bee want? What does the iron bee need? It is breedable. Mutation count 10. Has a mutation. It can swim. Light level is day. Spawns in the world. Yada yada yada. The apiary. It will make iron honeycombs. We know this. Its flower is just looks like any standard flower, which is good. And it can mutate stone into iron ore. But yeah, it just looks like any kind of flower will do. So we can go ahead and just grab some flowers. Doesn't matter what. Let's grab some, you know, some nice poppies. Just some poppies. Put those in there. Maybe some of these Aura Bloom. Oh, I don't know if they're going to be Ore Dictionaried with poppies or if that was in the allowed list of stuff, but we'll make sure to put mostly poppies down. So like, let's, you know, just make this area all nice. Bam. And lastly, we just have to drop our bees in here. And hopefully, nope. Okay, yeah, that bee was mad at me. I forgot. Yeah, remember I broke his hive, so he was not happy with me necessarily doing that earlier. But you can see that bee pollinated that flower, I think. I'm gonna be honest, Chief, I don't really know 100% what we're looking for here, but I'm hoping... Oh, he went into the hive. I'm hoping I'll know it when I see it. That guy went into the hive. And the other one went into the hive too. Okay, so while those guys are running, we need to set up some kind of item collector. That is not it. That is a magnet, and it's a trinket. Let's do collector. That's collector crystals. Ender something or other. What kind of item collectors do we have in here? Ender hopper. Eye of Ender, obsidian, and a hopper. We can make that. So let's do a Ender hopper. Eye of Ender. I don't have hoppers in the system. I should teach the system how to make hoppers. And we have an Ender hopper. And then let's grab ourselves a iron chest because, well, we really don't need an iron chest. Eventually what we're going to do is set this up to be in our refined storage system, so we're not going to have to worry about it too much. But let's get this set here, that there. Does this have a configuration, or is it just going to... anything that hits the ground, is it going to pick up? Looks like it. Nothing? No UI or anything? You know when the hive is full when it is dripping honey, from what I understand. So I don't know how long it's going to take for that to happen, but honey level 0, smoked true. So basically, we just got to let it sit, and then we have to do this again and again and again. And I'm sure there's a better way to do this than this setup here to get all this done. But I'm not gonna complain. It uses all, this is vanilla mechanics, and it doesn't require anything extra to get it going. So I say it's not a bad setup. What do y'all think? This is our beehive. I'm gonna let this run a little bit off camera, just well, in between episodes here, really, because we're at the wrapping up point, and see and make sure that this is actually working and validate that we actually get bees. Remember, they do only, these guys only breed during the daytime, so we need to sleep through the night. On top of that, our solar panels obviously only run during the day, so we're going to go through and we're going to see if this works. And if it does, I'm going to go ahead and build a bunch of them next to each other. I think you got to keep like a 3-block gap in between. So we'll just set these up down the line and get them going. But yeah, that's it for this episode. If you liked what you watched, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps, and I really do appreciate it. Also, I haven't ever plugged this before, but I do have a Twitter. You can follow me at TheAndrata, and I post there all the time and chat, and you can chat with me, and we can do all kinds of stuff and have fun. So yeah, feel free to give me a follow. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.